YouTube, today I'm going to be showing you how to reassemble your bridle after cleaning it. Taking your bridle apart bit by bit is a great way to make sure everything's working and to really get in the nooks and crannies to clean it and get your leather nice, soft, and supple. So today I'm going to be showing you how to put that bridle back together after you've done all that, because if you're new to it or have only done it a couple of times, it can be a bit of a mind twister to try to get all those bits and pieces back together where they're supposed to be. So let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so the first step you want to do is assemble your brow band, nose band, and crown piece. So how you do this is you take your crown piece, which is the piece of leather that lays behind your horse's ears, and yeah. So you're going to take this, and then you're going to take your nose band, and the long strap on the nose band aligns with the two shorter straps on your crown piece, because the the throat latch always goes under the throat and over to buckle up on the left side of the horse. So you're going to put it out on the right hand side, and then you're going to take your nose band, the long strap up from your nose band, put it underneath your crown piece and align it up so all three leathers are touching like that. Next, you're going to take your brow band like so, and unless you have a shaped brow band, it really doesn't matter how you put it on. So you're just gonna randomly pick a side to put it on. I'm just gonna stuff all three points of leather into the hole on your brow band and all the way through until you reach about here where your buckles would start to do up. And then you're going to do the same here. So I'm just going to stick all three leather pieces into that hole and up to the top of the buckle holes. Oops. Alright, so once you have that straightened out, just like so, the other buckle on your nose band attaches to the piece underneath the crown piece, the piece that goes behind their ears. So this is the nose band. So you're going to find the piece of leather underneath the crown piece and just do it up. A tip is to always keep track of which holes you have your bridle on, so you can do this quickly. So that's the one I keep my bridle on, right there, the top hole, and just put it through the keepers, pull it through. I always put mine in the second keeper, and there we go. Alright, so next we are going to assemble. This part is done for now, can't do any more. We are going to assemble our bit. So you're going to take these two pieces, which are the cheek pieces, and the folds. Now the buckle part always goes to the inside of the horse's cheek, so it always touches the horse's cheek. This is on most bridles, and you'll notice the regular bit is shaped like a curve, has a curve in it. The curve goes on the inside of the horse's mouth. So when you're putting a bit in, the curve goes into the horse's mouth like that, so up like that, and the outward, like, it's hard to explain. The curved part goes deepest in the horse's mouth, and the part that curves out is the one like closer to the outside of the mouth. Hard to explain. So you're just going to take your buckle, put it in like that, pull it through. Now these can be a bit stiff, especially if your bridle is new and has stiff leather. So if you're having troubles either getting them out and putting them back in, using a hoof pick to get under there is a really big help. So I'm just going to pull that through like that. Alright, next we're going to attach the bit to the rest of the bridle. So to do this, you take the other two straps from your crown piece and attach them to the bit. So this strap is attached to the piece that goes behind the ears, as you can see here, and I'm going to attach that to the piece of leather on the bit, which is the cheek piece. Now again, I'm attaching it so this will be on the horse's cheek and facing inwards. pull it through, put in the keepers, and pull it through. Alright, same on the other side. Piece that's now on this side there's two, because this one is for the throat latch and this is for the bit attaching to the cheek piece. The throat latch tends to be a bit thinner and the bit one tends to be a bit thicker. If you're unsure, always go for the one on, if you're looking at it on the left hand side, the one on the right hand side is for the throat latch. So again, we're just gonna do up the buckles. It's a very awkward position. Oh, quite up. All the way to the top for me, through the keeper, through this keeper, and we're almost done. Alright, so now you have your main bridle there, and now I'm just going to lift everything out of the way except for my bit, because next is attaching the reins. Attaching the reins is really simple. You just want to get it on the right place on the bit. So I will show you where that is. So you have your bit, it's facing where you want it with the curved part in. You're going to take your reins. Again, your reins, the buckle part goes on the horse's cheek, so facing inwards towards the horse, not facing outwards. So we're just going to do that up like that, and I'm just going to flip the bit over to show you. The reins always go below the cheek piece. So this first piece of leather you put on, you're going to attach the reins below it. Because if you put above it, then you won't be able to control your horse and it'll look ridiculous. So below the cheek piece, you're going to attach your reins, and normally the reins are the same sort of buckle style as your cheek piece. So I'm just pulling through. Pull that through. Ah, it doesn't want to go. See, this one's thick leather here, so it's kind of hard to... There we go, and just pull to snug that up. Again, on this side, you're going to put it below your cheek piece like that, and put it through the keepers. Just going to pull it through, pull through the keeper. Alright, next you just have one final part, which is attaching your reins. Just going to make sure they're not twisted or anything, and just, ta-da, simplest thing, attach your reins like that. Voila!